Strange day at the racetrack. Friday, Mike Mulhern from MikeMulhern'sNASCAR, Richmond International Raceway. Mark Martin and Martin Truex Jr. on the front row for Saturday night's Chevy Rock&Roll 400. But the story? A lot of stories here. The story, Richard Petty merging with Robert Yates' son Doug Yates Racing. Now going to be Richard Petty Motorsports, Yates Racing / Roush Racing, not sure, but the engine builders I talked to say the Everham engine shop that was the Dodge shop, about 40 to 80 guys that'll be looking for jobs. A lot of guys over there in this merger are going to lose jobs. Don't know what's going to come out of it. Don't really know who's going to drive 43. We tried to talk to George Gillette, who owns the Richard Petty Motorsports team. He didn't want to say anything. Richard was doing some 9/11 stuff all day. He finally showed up late. We'll talk to him on Saturday, get his answers. But I think he's still up in the air on a lot of things. We tried to find Jeff Smith. We tried to find Brian Wolf, the Ford guy who runs Ford's racing program, who is getting credit for putting together this merger, which brings Paul Menard's team from Doug Yates' operation in with Richard Petty's 3 teams. He's got a contract with Elliott Sadler for 1 more year, with A.J. Allmendinger for 210, and with Casey Kane for 210. That's at least 1 year with 3 drivers. Strimmy looks like he's out. Sorensen looks like he's out. Jamie McMurray probably going back to Ganassi. We also found out that Pat Tryson is leaving the Roger Penske operation at the end of the season. He's going to be a lame duck with Kurt Busch. If Kurt Busch makes the chase like it looks like he's going to, Pat wasn't saying much. He's supposed to be going over to the Michael Waltrip operation to do some work with Martin Truex Jr., who's leaving Ganassi at the end of the season. Kurt Busch himself is not very pleased with the timing. He says that they should be focusing on trying to make the chase. This is the last race to make the chase. And they should be concentrating on trying to win the championship. Instead, they got a lame duck crew chief. I don't know. It's going to be kind of tough over there at Penske's. I was telling those boys they ought to hire Danica Patrick. She can drive Rogers Indy cars, look real strong, come down here, do some ABC stuff, a little ARCA, a little Nationwide, little Cup, see what's going on. He's only got 3 teams. He's got room for a 4th. That's what I would think. Right now, whew, I gotta sit down and make notes. Been writing all day, talking all day, not getting a lot of answers, but asking a lot of questions. Mike Mulhern from MikeMulhern.net. Richmond, Friday night. Mark Martin. He's on the pole. Can he make the chase? 10th in the standings. Never won the title. He's looking good. Mike Mulhern from MikeMulhern.net.